What's up, everybody? Unsportsmanlike conduct. Gabb, Bree, we're back. We took a little break, but we're here to talk. There's a lot of things going on.
Lots going on.
A lot of things going on.
We have a working computer this week, so shout out to the technology gods for making this happen. Totally my fault last week. Well, not really, but my computer's fault. It shit the bed literally at 3:50, right before our 4 o'clock stream. So that's what happened with that.
I saw another baseball game on a Tuesday with no home runs. So I don't know what's worse. I don't know which was worse. Honestly, you guys can decide.
Yeah. Baseball. Let's just talk baseball.
You want to talk about baseball?
Let's just start with, the things that are going on right now. Watching this Boston Red Sox game, I don't know.
Well, it could be worse. Your team could be worse. Your team could be really bad and be under 500 and be really pathetic and really feeble and just really not good. Or you could be good but not make the playoffs. I don't know which one. Which one would you rather have?
I feel like that's where the Red Sox are, what they're closer to. Even though they're in last place in I keep on wanting to call it the AFC East. That my brain is just full football mode right now. In the AL East,
you'd be first place in the worst division in baseball, and we've said this time and time again. The AL Central stinks.
They're only a couple games out of a wild card spot right now, though, which is crazy.
The AL Central stinks, okay?
Yeah, it does.
They've never been good.
It's really frustrating looking at that division and looking where my team stands.
It's really frustrating watching that division and watching them play each other multiple times a season. They're pathetic.
Yeah.
The Twins are at 500. They were below 500. They're at 500.
Sweet.
40-40.
That's good. I mean, at least they're consistent. They're winning consistently and losing consistently. So got that going for them.
And the rest just suck.
It's so frustrating because there are some days where I watch the Red Sox and I'm like, oh, this team has potential to be very good. And I know they're dealing with some injuries, obviously Chris Sale's out for however long he's out for this time. Tanner Houck took a ball right back to the face and had to get surgery. Trevor Story's supposed to be back soon, at least in a DH role. I think that should be around All-Star, post-All-Star. But they're just not consistent. They win one day, they lose the next, and it's just back and forth, and that's why they're just hovering around 500.
Just floating around.
Just chilling. And that's cool and all. I didn't really have high expectations for them this year to begin with. But it's kind of annoying because there are times
they're just drawing you in just a little bit.
They just swept the Yankees, and I know the Yankees are not the Yankees right now. They're dealing with injuries too. I get that, but they still swept the Yankees. So it gave me a little bit of hope that maybe this could, go up. I don't know. Here we are.
But can we all agree on who probably should win the World Series if it were to go today? I have my answer.
Who are you going to say?
I'm going to say the Atlanta Braves.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yes.
By far, they should win. I saw a tweet today that was really funny, and it made me think. Someone said the Twins and the Guardians should just go full-blown collusion, combine the teams, the best players, and maybe they would have a chance to beat the Braves, but at that point, still probably not.
I did see that tweet. It made me laugh a little bit.
And I don't even think they would. Pitching would be good. The pitching would be really good.
Yeah.
Still can't hit for shit,
wish. I picked Acuna for my Dinger Tuesday. Watch today be the only day out of the last week he doesn't hit a home run.
I mean, Joe Ryan is good. He's a good pitcher. He's been having a decent season, but I still feel like they're going to lose. The Twins are going to lose, so.
I don't know. Dinger Tuesday, it's really starting
Dinger Tuesday.
It's really starting to get to me.
Now, here's my thing with Dinger Tuesday. I thought I had a really good pick. I thought Jose Ramirez is going to be great. Everyone, and I mean everyone everywhere, has him on their slip. So guess what that means?
Nothing.
0 for 4.
Literally nothing.
0 for 4, probably 3 strikeouts and 1 infield pop-up.
Well, I put JD Martinez on mine. He hasn't hit a home run in probably the last 2 weeks, maybe. He's in a serious slump. So I figure they're playing I think they're in Colorado, so you got the altitude to help push the ball out of the stadium. So that's one.
Yeah, the ball was really going out of the stadium the other night.
Well, they're playing a team that just got beat by 20-something runs, so morale's probably a little low on the Rockies side. Can't imagine they're going to be wicked competitive against a team that should do pretty well come playoff time, all things considered, injuries and whatnot. He's probably, same thing's probably going to happen. He's probably going to have one of those classic JD Martinez clunkers where his swing looks off and just nothing to show for it. So can't wait for that. Really excited, truly.
Yeah, Ramirez, the community play. You're telling me. I've seen it everywhere. I've seen it everywhere. I don't know. But with MLB, I feel like there's just really, really good teams. Everyone else mediocre.
Yeah, like the Mets. Man,
now
disappointing, huh?
Has there ever been a team that disappointing? Like that much money, that much hype to be that disappointing, like just terrible.
Is it? I like try my best to not pay attention to the New York baseball teams just because they're all so toxic. Like the fans are toxic and everything, and I try to distance myself. But highest payroll in MLB history, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And they're 35 and 43 or something.
And they're all 45 and 43-year-olds. So that's probably why it's like that.
Cool. Yeah. I figure when you're spending that much money, should be bare minimum a 500 baseball team. But I did see the owner is having a press conference where he's just going to speak about.
He's just going to say we're trying our best, probably. Things aren't working out. We're going to look to move on. We're going to look to do things. But who's going to trade for a 35-year-old pitcher that can't strike anybody out?
I don't think they're going to fire Buck either.
Who's going to trade for a second 30-some-year-old pitcher that can't strike anybody out?
Justin Verlander, though, that's cool. That was a really big signing. Real fun time. Like, I don't know. I try to.
The thing I will say about Mets fans, though, they're at least realistic with what's going on. They know that they're terrible. They're not trying to fake it for something that they're not.
Unlike their neighbors.
Yes, unlike the neighbors.
Yeah. Like, I can appreciate the fact that all of my friends that are Mets fans are very outspoken.
Self-aware.
How bad they are. They know it. They're aware. They're not trying to make excuses for what's going wrong. Whereas on the opposite side, in the Bronx, with everybody's hurt. It's just the injuries. You just gotta, wait till Judge gets back, blah, blah, blah. Like, listen, if I'm a Yankee fan and I see Josh Donaldson out there again after that fielding blunder that happened the other day, I can't even come up with an excuse for the problems. Like, there has to be somebody better at this point than Josh Donaldson. DJ LeMahieu is like a shell of himself, fallen off big time. Aaron Judge is out for God knows how long.
What? His toe's broken? Ligaments in his toe.
Tore a ligament in his toe. So
they're not a team without him. They're looking like
Stan's not doing anything for you.
Would without Patrick Mahomes.
That's insane. What is Giancarlo Stanton doing right now to make you think that this entire team is not Aaron Judge and Aaron Judge alone? Because my answer is absolutely nothing. I don't care that he can hit a home run 500 feet. That's great. He strikes out. There's like no in between. And
now, I would take that over infield pop-ups any day of the week.
I mean, I'm just glad I'm not a Yankee fan. That's the moral of the story here is I'd rather deal with the Red Sox middling right now than try to make the situation something that it's completely not and like look at it with rose-colored glasses like I feel like these Yankee fans do. But
I feel like the Reds are fun, though. I mean,
the Reds are so fun.
I kind of hate it, but like I'll appreciate them being good.
Yeah. Our friend Phil had a really good tweet the other day where he said he doesn't like the teams where you say, oh, their fans deserve this. Like,
I don't think their fans deserve it. And that's just because I'm a bitter Cleveland sports fan. And there's just a lot of hate in my heart.
And that's fair.
But I'm happy for the team, though. They look exciting.
Yeah.
Fans look like they're having fun.
Ellie De La Cruz, man.
He's awesome.
Talk about electric.
He's awesome.
And above all else, I'm happy for Joey Votto. I'm happy Joey Votto is on a fun team.
Finally, it's the least they could do.
Poor guy.
It's the least they could finally do for that man. Do you think the Reds win their division?
They're in first right now, yeah.
They're in first right now, yeah.
I mean, maintaining this hot streak's going to be really hard. It's probably impossible.
I think if they can get some pitching.
Who the F else in that division is competitive?
The Brewers.
Okay.
Right.
So if that's really your only competition, like, yeah, I feel like they do.
The Pirates were cool, and then, like we said, I don't know if it was going to be sustainable, and clearly it's not sustainable.
Nope. I don't know. Maybe that happens to the Reds, but I think it would be fun. It would be a good story if they do. But there's a lot of baseball left. The Red Sox are in last place right now. They might still be in last place in a couple months, but there is a lot of time for that to change.
Mm-hmm. Like you could even have the Cleveland Guardians, who I complain about every single day, make the playoffs. And I don't even know if that would be a good thing. Like, it's a good thing for your team to make the playoffs, sure, because it's fun and exciting. But if they make the playoffs, I feel like they're not going to make any changes. The changes that they need to make the team better.
We want the Astros to repeat. Literally nobody wants that. Sorry.
I mean, okay, so this is how I feel about the Astros. Now, I don't really hate them. I don't really care.
It's just like,
I don't really care. But they're not very good.
Nobody wants them to repeat. It's like, well, maybe this is a bad comparison, but like the Chiefs. Nobody wants to see the top team repeat when the Pats were on top.
We were watching the Patriots and no one wanted them to win.
Exactly. When the Pats were on top, nobody wanted to see them back in the Super Bowl. You had that span between 16 and 18 where they were in 3 Super Bowls in a row, and everybody was miserable. Nobody wants to see that. There needs to be some change. There needs to be
like Cavs Warriors in the finals. I wanted to see that, but I'm sure everybody else was tired.
That got annoying too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, bring in some new people every now and then. You know who would be fun in the World Series? I don't know. Not the Astros. I don't know where I was going with that. Not the Astros. The Rangers would be fun. When the hell was the last time the Texas Rangers were in the World Series?
They're good. They'd be fun.
Something like that would be
Diamondbacks.
fun.
The Diamondbacks would be fun.
Diamondbacks. That's a good one. They're really fun too. Led by a rookie. Like, that's the craziest part.
Mm-hmm. I would like to see Ohtani in a World Series. Don't think that's going to happen.
Man,
I would love that.
That would be so great. I love him. I really do. The more and more I just like, especially here, because I'm more surrounded by the Angels stuff, the Angels broadcasts. Like, if there's an Angels game on, like, I'll pop it on and watch it. I love Shohei Ohtani. Everything about him. I think he's the cutest thing. Just everything he does makes me so happy. He's great. He's so fun. He deserves to win a World Series. And I know he's only been in the league for a couple years, and there's other people that you could say deserve it more than he does, but like, it is so important for baseball if he wins a World Series. From like a global standpoint, from like, it's huge.
Also, baseball attendance is up everywhere this season. Crazy. That's crazy.
Is interesting because expensive as shit to go to a game.
Mm-hmm. You know what else is crazy?
For the most part.
I know a team that just changed their name and had protests, people upset about it, and guess what? Their attendance is up.
Interesting.
37% from last year.
I was told nobody is going to want to go
when the name was changed.
Ooh,
interesting, right?
Interesting.
It's pretty packed every time I go.
Would like to know who came up with that hypothesis and if they have been to any games.
Yeah, they probably listen on the radio, and yeah, they're probably there.
Yeah. That's something. Whatever. They can get over it.
You can still show up, spend your money, sure.
Yeah, it's about how. Oh, Miami Marlins run scored.
Oh, shit.
2-0. Top
Here
of
we
first.
go.
Good stuff. All right.
Wonderful.
Hot start today, boys and girls. All right. I guess we got to do it. Moving on from baseball.
Okay, Bree, you've had a weekend. I will say I'm sorry that I laughed at your tweets. And not like I felt bad. Okay, I felt bad when I saw, but man, the Boston.
I knew what you meant.
Boston Celtics were making moves. I don't think anybody else is doing anything besides them, and they did a lot. I'll just let you go. I'll just let you go. I'll get my lemonade. I'll let you have a time. I'll just let you go.
So, Marcus Smart's gone, and
Hate it.
You guys all know Marcus Smart is my favorite player on this basketball team, or was my favorite player on this basketball team, because he's not on the basketball team anymore. And there are levels to this. Mm-hmm. And I feel like I've gone through every stage of grief over the past week and a half, however long it's been. And this is where I find myself. News broke, completely devastated. Couldn't believe what I was reading. Started to cry, which should not be a surprise, because if you guys pay attention, I'm a crier. I am wicked emotional. I cry over freaking commercials. So yeah, I cried, and I was angry. A lot of my anger was being directed towards the LA Clippers for deciding that this was the time that they were going to worry about injuries for players that they are going to be acquiring in.
Yeah, out of all the things that they've done so far.
In this case, Malcolm Brogdon, but Paul George and Kawhi Leonard, you got them injuries out the wazoo, but whatever. We've moved on because the initial trade was Brogdon was gone. Porzingis was going to come to Boston. Everything was, by all accounts done until it wasn't. And then all the reports came out that it fell through. The Clippers are worried about the injury, blah, 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 which still blows my mind because, again, it's the Los Angeles Clippers. Injuries are their thing. And then there was that deadline to get this done because of Porzingis' opt-in. It needed to be done by midnight. And that's when Brad Stevens flipped the switch and said, okay,
here we go.
Time to get nuts. And that's when Marcus Smart came into the picture. He is now a Memphis Grizzly, which fucking sucks.
Out of all the teams to go to. Sucks. I hate that. I really hate it. I don't think
it makes so much sense for them, but man, of all the teams, there are, I would be pissed if he ended up on the Lakers, obviously for historical reasons, and the Sixers, even though they would never trade.
Yeah, but I think he would have a better time with the Lakers than the Grizzlies.
It just fucking sucks. It's just so annoying.
I see a lot of people saying that adding Marcus Smart to that locker room is going to help them out. I don't think it's going to. I mean, I think Marcus Smart is a great player. I think he's a great leader. I just don't think adding him is going to solve the issues that they have. Those issues are going to happen with or without someone in that locker room.
Right. I don't know if they're going to really take him seriously. Maybe if he
I don't think they will. Yeah.
If he won something in Boston, maybe.
Right.
If he went there as a champion and they can say, oh, shit, all right, he's been there. He's gotten to that point. He has won what we're all striving for. Let's actually listen to him, because I'm sure he's got something to say that's going to be important. And even though he did not win a championship with the Celtics, he does have a lot of important things to say on a team
more than they have.
Needs leadership.
Yeah, but I think that's the issue with them. They're not going to listen to anybody. They're already set in their ways. They think that they are good enough to do what they're doing. Clearly hasn't worked, but I just don't see them changing it. No, and I don't see him getting along with those guys. I think he's going to look at them and laugh. You guys are acting like children at all point in time of the game. That's just not going to work out.
I'm bummed. I'm bummed because my favorite player is not on my favorite team anymore. Mm-hmm. But other side of the coin, it makes sense. It makes so much sense that it's the time to move on from the core that was getting you so goddamn close, but not finishing it, not achieving the ultimate goal. And now that Derek White has kind of come into his own as a legitimate point guard on this team that you can rely on. And hopefully, I saw Windhorst say that Brogdon's injury is more significant than everybody thinks and stuff, and hopefully that's not the case.
I'm going to also need him to tell me some more details on some things.
He talks a lot. We'll get to that. But it was no fluke that Brogdon won Sixth Man of the Year. He is a more than capable scorer off the bench, facilitator off the bench. He is exactly what they need. Celtics are going to sign Dillon Brooks. Please don't do that to me. And then Porzingis. Bringing in Porzingis automatically, I think, adds, I'm not going to say makes them better, but it adds to
something that they didn't have before.
Exactly. It adds to a facet of the team that they were lacking in. They've got size now where if Robert Williams is down for a little while because he does have the injury history and Al Horford's 50 bajillion years old for basketball standards, Porzingis adds that layer of reinforcement to where you don't have to worry about, oh my God, are we going to be without Rob for however long? And now we have to rely on Luke Cornett to come in. Porzingis had a really good year last year, and I feel like a lot of people just didn't give a shit about the Wizards to pay attention enough. It all comes down to health. If he can stay healthy, this is a slam dunk for – it's probably the worst pun I could – it wasn't even meant to be a pun, but the worst thing I could say in terms of a basketball conversation. But it truly is such a good – value return for the Celtics. They got 2 first-round picks for Smart. The one that they got for this year, they ended up getting the guy that they wanted in the draft by trading down and regaining, I think it's 4 future second-round picks. That's crazy. That's like elite level GM work right there. To get the guy you want lower than you expected to get him, plus adding 4 picks for the future. Pretty freaking good.
Also, I feel like it's another, if something goes bad, not saying it's going to, but you have someone else to blame now, it's not the same thing.
Well, that's, and then
you can only blame the same thing so many times until you have to try again.
You get to the fan aspect of it now, and for whatever reason, like Marcus Smart was so polarizing, and I don't understand why.
He is with a lot of people, and I'll just keep those to myself.
But like, as a Boston fan, you just from experience, you always love the guy who comes in and completely embodies every single thing that it means to play for Boston, to know that no matter what, like he is going to go out, blood, sweat, and tears, give you every single thing he has. Like Boston sports fans love guys like that.
Yeah, but at the same time, I feel like he's not like a classic basketball guy, so that drives a lot of people away too. And that's
right.
But you get that everywhere.
It's just so strange to me. Like it truly is, you either love him or hate him, and that's wild to me because I can't imagine. Sure, he has had some questionable times here. Maybe he shouldn't be the one taking the last shot. Maybe he did shoot too much early on in his career, basically all up until last year, his 1 year with Ime, who seemed to have him figured out, and that's led to a Defensive Player of the Year award. But it sucks to say, but it's just time. It was just time to move on, try something else, and see where it goes from there, because realistically, when you look at the Celtics, it's Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, not Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and Marcus Smart. Like it was never a big three with them. It was just the Jays and everybody else. And that's the priority. The priority are those two, to make sure that you put a team in place to get those two to the promised land. And Marcus Smart was never at that level. He was never the third guy. Porzingis likely could be the third guy now. This truly could be a big three instead of just the two plus the role players. So it's gonna be interesting. I've come to terms with it all. I'm upset, but I understand from the basketball point of it, it needed to be done. And
yeah, this was how I felt about Kyrie.
It's sometimes
but it just didn't work out for anybody in that situation.
Yeah, well,
so
truly did not work. Really, no. But I don't know. We'll see. Who knows? Maybe he'll let his contract run out. Yeah, I think he's only got like 2 or 3 years left, maybe, on that thing. And he comes back for vet minimum. Maybe that'd be fun in a perfect world. But like
in a perfect world, yeah.
But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. On the other side of this, the Cavs. What the hell is Windhorst talking about?
I've heard so many things, and he's a great guy. Like, everything he says is like entertaining, funny. He knows what he's doing. He's sucking us in. He has some info. He's just not letting us know what it is or the extent of it. But for the last 2 weeks, he's been saying the Cavs are going to make a move. The Cavs are going to make a move. They're getting ready. They started with the draft. I'm like, there's no way they're trading in the draft. They're not trading up to get like a 20th pick. Like, they're not going to do that. Mm-hmm. So we got our 40 whatever pick, and now he's back on the radio saying Cavs are going to do something crazy. And what I think it's going to be, and I will not attend a game if this happens, Miles Bridges. Count me out. Not showing up. I'm not going to go. So you want me to not go to the football games? Guess what? I'm not going to go to the basketball games now. So if it's Miles Bridges, Cavs, we're not going. Won't be there.
I mean, yeah, I don't fucking blame you. I wouldn't go either.
I can only do so much. And if that's something, nope. Nope. Not going to be me. Not going to be there.
I saw the thing about Tobias Harris.
Oh, too. Lord. Sixers, DELULU. Tobias Harris for Evan Mobley and Jared Allen? I'm hanging up the phone. Like, you're not getting another call.
Laughed so hard when I saw the tweet that said, "Oh, the Sixers would be willing to do that for those two."
Oh, and then I saw willing? Oh, you would be willing.
I saw Coley Mick say, "Oh yeah, I bet they would."
Right? Yeah, like, I'm sure anyone.
Oh, seriously, really? Oh, okay.
Would be willing for that. Oh my God! Like, how pathetic. How pathetic. God.
I don't know, man. With free agency starting, this weekend? And then NHL free agency this weekend too. Like, I'm really trying my hardest to take a break from emotionally giving a shit about my winter sports teams in the Celtics and the Bruins.
You can't right now because everything is going on and it's chaotic.
I'm trying so hard. Like, the Bruins traded away Taylor Hall and Nick Foligno yesterday. I know they did it for financial reasons. They are so desperate for cap space. But then there was a reporter who has been around the Bruins for a really long time. He's not my favorite, but I don't think he says stuff without a little bit of information, a little bit of truth, and said that there's no confidence that they sign any of the 4 free agents, plus Bergeron might not come back, plus Krejci might not come back. So, like, I'm at the point where I need everybody to make up their effing mind so I can enjoy the rest of my summer. Because if I have to deal with all of that, the emotional distress of all of that, and then go right into football season, I'm going to lose my mind.
Football season is going to be, I'm a little nervous.
Apparently, if we want to start to get into football, our teams are going to be fighting for DeAndre Hopkins. Did you see that today?
Do you want to go there or do you want to go Jordan Poole?
Oh, yeah. Let's finish up basketball first and then we can get into that. Jordan Poole. See you later, pal.
He's going to have so much fun in DC. He's going to be he's a cool guy. He's a celebrity. The women love him, but just imagine in DC, he's going to have a blast.
I can't imagine who's going to punch him in the face there.
No one. He'll be fine.
He'll be fine. I just think it's so funny that the new GM of the Warriors said that they plan on having him there for a really long time, like 4 years or whatever the hell it was. And then literally days later, see ya.
See ya. Goodbye. No Draymond. No you. Not doing this. Have fun in DC.
Where does Draymond end up?
Lakers.
I keep forgetting about that aspect of
maybe the Suns.
NBA
Who's
news.
to say?
The Suns. Well, the Suns, I mean, the whole DeAndre Ayton thing with the Suns too. How are they so unable to just get rid of him? It's crazy to me.
I saw people talking about maybe they should do a swap with him and Jared Allen. I don't know how many more times I have to tell you guys this. Those owners do not like each other. They will not make a trade. Not going to happen.
Nope. Nor if I was a Cavs fan would I want that to happen.
No, because I bet him first basket once and he bricked it off the front of the rim.
Nice.
Saw the same with Jared Allen. Don't want either.
Thanks,
so,
man.
Yeah.
Here we go. What do you think about everything going on with Damian Lillard, our dear friend Damian Lillard?
We have Dame talks often.
We have these conversations quite often. Back-to-back weeks, if I remember correctly.
It was during NBA All-Star.
Yes.
That was our last time.
That's exactly what it was. We are very much on record saying we don't give a shit about his loyalty. We don't care.
Does nothing for me.
I'm sick of hearing about how he wants to stay in Portland. He wants Portland to do this. He wants Portland to build around him, blah, blah, blah. And then come late December, early January-ish, that sounds about right, whine about how they're never competitive, how he's never going to sniff a championship, blah, blah, blah. You're doing this to yourself, brother.
Really quick, Ronald Acuna home run.
Dinger
Thank
Tuesday!
you. And screw the Minnesota Twins.
All right, we got one. That's it for me for tonight. Machado is not going to do anything. JD Martinez.
He already doubled. Doesn't really matter. He's not going to get a home run. We got a run on Joe Ryan though. So
love that.
Love everything about that.
Love that for those of us who celebrate Ronald Acuna Day on Dinger Tuesday. That's
anyways.
Cool.
Back to Dame.
Back.
We don't care about the loyalty. He does it every offseason. Did during All-Star break. We get it. You tried your best there. You're a great player, but you're never going to get it done by yourself. You and CJ McCollum weren't going to get it done. And if you want to be loyal, you can't be taking breaks while you're there. You just stop playing the rest of the season? Why?
It's just so annoying. It's just, I'm at the point where I'm ready to add him to my list of muted terms on Twitter. Right there with Russell Wilson. I've got the Philly special on that list. I don't want to see it anymore. I don't want to see any of these updates where he doesn't want to leave, but he's not happy. Oh, okay. Talk about toxic relationship trauma bonding. Go away. I just don't. I don't feel bad for you anymore. I'm not at the point anymore where I look at Damian Lillard and I'm like, oh shit, this guy could be so good on a different team. I feel for him because Portland's never gonna get to that spot. Now,
just go somewhere and play for a contender if that's what you want to do.
Just get out of there. Bradley Beal finally did it, but we were having the same conversation about him.
But at least he wasn't saying it. He was just there.
Yeah, there were times that he definitely isn't as whiny or wasn't as whiny. But there were times where he has said that he wanted to go somewhere else and then ended up staying in Washington for an extra $30 million or something. And, can't blame. Sometimes the money is a lot nicer than the alternatives. I can't knock anybody for taking more money because I have never been in a position where millions of dollars are on the table and I have to turn it down or accept it. So don't know what that's like, but he finally did. Yeah. He's out. And he should be on a contender, but at the same time, it's the Suns and defense is not really their thing.
I mean, I like the move.
Yeah, it's cool. It's interesting.
I don't see anything. I wouldn't say bad. It's not the word. Okay, we just had another home run in that game. Damn, Joe Ryan is getting wrecked. I don't see anything worse than where they started. Does that make sense? Like, they're not worse. Yeah. I mean, they're definitely better. They're a better team with him there. But is that going to be enough to take them to where they need to be? Probably not. They're going to try to do more things and just get Beal.
Right.
So.
The DeAndre Ayton thing, I feel like is a really huge part of that. If they can't
he's not happy.
If they can't move on from him, though, if they can't find somebody to take that contract, like, they're just going to stay in the same spot, I feel like. I don't know. Stay away from the Celtics, though. Don't want that. Where does Dillon Brooks end up?
Oh, man, I don't know. Who's going to want to take him?
In Taiwan playing with, I don't know, like, truthfully, who wants that? Who wants to deal with that? Who wants to add that?
He should go to the Rockets. Just seems right. Seems right.
I mean, if Ime, no, I'm not even going to go there because that's unfair to Marcus Smart. I was going to say if Ime could fix Marcus Smart for that season, maybe he could fix Dillon Brooks, but the issues aren't
really
totally different.
Yeah.
Totally different.
Not really the playing ability. It's just the ability to be able to play.
It's the wow, that was beautiful.
Thank you. That's really what it is. He just can't stay on the court. Cavs going to sign Kyle Kuzma. I wouldn't hate that, guys. I really wouldn't hate Kyle Kuzma. I don't think he would be like a star, but they need someone that can shoot.
On the other side of that, though, the Wizards are sneaky interesting right now.
Well, everyone says that they're money laundering front, so that's the joke.
That's
the joke right now.
I like that. Let's bring a little bit more crime into sports, but like not like the bad murder guys. And like the.
It's like when they got the WNBA team on a private jet. Those are my kind of crimes I want in sports.
Yeah. Paying people under the table.
Yes.
Stuff. Real like mafia shit, minus the murder part.
Yeah. Just beneficial.
Money laundering and embezzling, like that's fun. That's interesting. That makes me interested in a team that I otherwise probably wouldn't be.
Because they're trying. We like trying.
It's only cheating if you get caught too. I can't. We need to move.
DeAndre Hopkins.
Oh, back to DeAndre Hopkins, man.
How long is it going to go on for? Are we ever going to see an end to this?
I fully expect the news to break while I am on a 10-hour flight from middle of nowhere, Canada to Europe. So that's 3 weeks from now. So I'm going to say 3 more weeks.
Oh, Canada.
Yeah. I have a connecting flight from LA to Calgary and then Calgary to Rome.
Oh,
and
whoa.
It's only an hour and 15 minutes worth of a layover. I'm panicking.
Now that's going to be quick. That's going to be a quick one.
Yeah. I'm having a major anxiety.
East Coast has some great flights.
I know. I tried to find one that like connected in New York or something. Couldn't. So that's going to be fun. Can't wait to take you all on that journey. But yeah, because camp starts in a month, like almost exactly a month. He says he wants to be signed somewhere by camp because he doesn't want to get a late jump on the new offense. And I appreciate that because that's tough, especially if my team is involved. I want you to have the full amount of time to get acclimated to your new environment.
Yeah, I don't want you to just show up and then we're going to test it out the next day.
Yeah, no thanks.
Game. Yeah.
All good with that. So I'm assuming we'll have an answer in the next couple of weeks. I'm hoping we'll have an answer in the next couple of weeks. But now it seems like
bidding war for
there's a couple more teams involved. At first it was just the Pats and the Titans reportedly, and now maybe the Browns, maybe the Panthers.
I could see the Panthers. I could see it.
That one I think makes the most sense to me.
Yeah, I could really see that one.
In terms of football, it's a new coaching staff, pretty decently built, I think. I think what they did. Rumor has it Wendy and Marty from Ozark own the Wizards.
The Panthers could be a lot worse. They were terrible. If you look at their roster the start of last season to now. I mean, there's a lot of improvements. I mean, the running back, not as cool or as good, but everything else seems like it could work in a weak division.
I just don't know.
Central of NFL.
Truly. Does he want to deal with a rookie quarterback, though? That's where Carolina kind of raises some question marks for me. Mm-hmm. And I know it's going to come off like a homer take, and I truly, truly don't mean this as a homer. I think out of all of the teams that are reportedly interested and in on this, New England is the spot. You already are familiar with the offensive coordinator, and they have already said that they're going to bury the hatchet and they have no issues working together again. He loves Bill Belichick. Loves him. They love each other. There was that clip from last year where they literally said that they loved each other, which was crazy to me. Defense is top 5, in my personal opinion. That's a homer take. Top 10 at very least, if you want to go unbiased. The division's tough. Like, the contending for a Super Bowl thing probably isn't going to swing him in New England's favor because, let's be real, I don't necessarily think that they are a Super Bowl contender right now. That's not crazy to say. But I do think that they have a legitimate shot to make the playoffs. I think the AFC East is a lot more wide open than people think. I still think it's Buffalo at the top, but not by much right now. It's going to be crazy. It truly is going to be a dogfight all season long.
I think that Patriots, sure. Panthers, yes. Only thing with the Browns is they're buddies.
Mm-hmm.
You know how that goes. But I think if he went to the Browns, he's not going to be happy because it's not going to be the number one guy. I mean, yeah, he is, but like you're not going to get as many reps as you want to.
So here's what it really comes down to. Does DeAndre Hopkins care more about winning or making money? We'll
have to see.
I feel like at this point, there are, at least that have been reported, let's just go off of what we know, it doesn't seem to be Super Bowl contending teams that are in on this. And unless, like, I truly think Buffalo is completely out of the conversation because they got to figure their shit out with Diggs. They got to, I don't know. And I don't think he'd be happy if Hopkins came in and kind of fought him off for that number 1 wide receiver thing. And then Kansas City, like, unless they come in last minute and offer him a decent chunk of money, I
think that's his best bet.
But the promise to contend for a Super Bowl, I feel like he would sign there in a heartbeat, but it just doesn't seem, as of right now, like they're involved.
Titans, awful.
Yeah, I don't really know what that's all about.
I don't think you'd have fun there, so I don't know why you're even considering it.
Not really understanding that one, but apparently they had a good meeting, a positive meeting. That's okay. What does that mean? It's if he didn't sign, then how positive are we talking? So
yeah, I just think it's going to be like drawn out for a little bit, and it's going to kind of get annoying, and then he's going to just show up one day and then expect everything to go well, and then it's not going to.
Yeah. The Bills' biggest issue is their run game. They just got Damian Harris, man. If he can stay healthy, like, he is a legitimate running back. Like, a couple of fumble issues in New England, but I'm personally not happy that Buffalo is where he ended up because if he is healthy, he's a bully.
And I mean, what's Dalvin Cook's brother's name? Is that his brother that's there? His brother's in Buffalo. Yeah. I mean, he was fine for them. I think they'll use him more now.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I don't think it's as big of a problem as it certainly once was. A couple years ago, man, they couldn't run the ball to save their freaking lives. But I don't know. Football is sneaking up on us, you guys.
It's almost here.
It's going to be here before you know it. And a couple months from now, we are both going to just be sitting on this stream, probably crying.
Yeah, probably. It's going to be stressful. There's going to be a lot going on. I think it's going to be really competitive, but we said that last year and it turned out to not be at all.
Yeah. We had, what was our take last year that was really bad? Ended up being really bad.
Probably the Raiders being good. Not good, but at least like competing. We said the Broncos were going to be bad, so that was good.
We were on board with that from the jump. Please, everybody, come correct me and talk to us about that.
I'm not moving from that one. I'm staying where I am.
I'm firm on the Broncos are going to finish last in that division this year. I don't know. I know for sure mine was that the Chargers were going to win the AFC West for sure. Not my best, but I'm running it back with the Herbie MVP future bet.
I like the Justin Herbert MVP. I feel like they're not going to give it to Mahomes. He's just chilling. Like this season, I feel like I've said this already, but I'm never going to count the Chiefs out. I think they're going to be really, really good, but I don't think they care as much. They just did what they did, made everyone look like clowns, and they're just going to go out and do whatever they want.
Also, I didn't put this in our little doc, but this is a question I wanted to bring up. Just for the sake of argument, how much longer do you think Travis KELCE plays? Because he's what, 31?
3 years, maybe? 2-3 years. I think he has potential to do a lot of other things outside of football right now that could just.
And
he doesn't have to do anything else.
I truly forget how old he actually is. Like, he's been in the league for quite some time, and I just forget.
This is a great question. What's a team that was in the playoffs last year that won't make it this year?
Who the F was even in the playoffs last year?
I got my answer. My answer is the New York Giants. Missing it. I think they're not making it.
I don't hate that. I'm trying to think. Okay. Hot take. Super hot, spicy take. The San Francisco 49ers.
Well, they don't really know what they're doing. I mean, they have Brock Purdy. Is he going to play?
Oh, the Buccaneers is so easy. Come on, you guys.
Get rid of the Bucs. They're already out. We don't even need to worry about it.
The 49ers is interesting to me because I think Seattle is truthfully going to give them a run for their money.
I agree.
I think Seattle wins that division. Because what the hell are the Rams doing? We don't even need to talk about the Cardinals.
Well, I do want to talk about the Cardinals, though. If we want to talk about the Bucs, let's talk about the Cardinals. Which team's going to have a worse record? I think it's going to be the Cardinals.
Oh, yeah. The Cardinals are going to be the worst team in the entire league this year.
I think it's Tankathon.
Yeah. Yeah. And maybe Kyler gets shipped out when he's healthy enough. Who knows? They're going to be bad. It's not going to be pretty. Good thing they got those new uniforms, though. Oh, man. I don't know. Jets possibly on Hard Knocks. Okay, this is actually a really cool / interesting topic to bring up. They're not happy about the fact that they most likely are going to be the Hard Knocks team this year.
But why would it be anybody else?
Right. And also,
be a little serious, guys. Like, why would it be anyone else?
If you fully meet the criteria, like, just because you have a new fancy flashy quarterback doesn't mean anything. The ratings are going to be through the freaking roof if it's Aaron Rodgers and the Jets on Hard Knocks. Everyone who even gives the smallest amount of a shit about football is going to watch. That's what they want. So
it's going to be exciting.
Yeah, it's going to be
really drama. Cool. And I'm going to laugh and I'm going to watch.
I'm going to love it. I truly am going to love it. I'm so excited for the New York Jets to just suck this year and everybody just be so disappointed because I'm so tired of these New York fans running their mouths. Sick of it. The AFC East is going to be really fun, though. I'm so stoked. And then Miami's kind of there, just hanging out, sneaky.
They're gonna compete too. So,
speaking of you, okay, here we go. There's a lot of Patriots uniform talk going on Patriots Twitter right now. Teams don't know what they wear unless it's like a predetermined throwback night that they announce in advance. Like they don't know what they're going to wear until literally maybe the day before. So bringing this up, apparently there's potential for them to wear those royal blues from the 90s. Hate them. I hate them. I know, like, the vast majority of Patriots fans love them. I hate them. They're so
They have those
cheesy.
like little stripes on them. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, I'm not really a fan.
So yeah, I mean, as far as I know, and what I know is what everybody else knows. So no fake insider information here or anything like that. The Reds are being worn for 2 games. I think they've already announced when they're going to be worn. Everything other than that, like, I don't know. I think it would be fun if they brought back the 90s Royal Blues for a game, but, like, I don't think that they're gonna. I feel like that would be something that has already been announced. Like, they did an in-season announcement of bringing the silver pants back, and I feel like that was definitely not planned and something that, like,
you know what needs to be banned? Speaking of pants, like, what should be banned uniform-wise? Gold pants. We should never be allowed to wear gold pants.
Really?
Any game. I hate gold pants.
I like the Saints pants.
I hate it.
Is really cool.
I like black and gold, but I don't like the gold pants because, like, there's, like, always butt sweat, and it's just freaking me out. It's freaking me out. And I get it. You guys are working hard out there, but
yeah, the Lions are.
It's like, when I'm talking about gold pants, I'm talking about, like, Notre Dame football. Yuck. Steelers. Ooh, when they do that sometimes. No.
The Lions are the biggest culprits for butt sweatpants. Like, how have we not figured out a different material or something? Because it's bad. Not great. Nobody needs to see that. I'm sure the guys are.
No, they probably don't give a fuck.
Give it shit, but, like, when they watch film, they're probably like, "Oh my god, swamp ass, gross." Whatever. Yeah, I don't know. We have TikTok questions for the week, and then we can wrap this up.
Now, I posted something on Twitter, and a lot of people were very unhappy with me, and it's just my opinion. Like, I wasn't asking for anyone else to be mad. If you enjoy it, you can enjoy it. I said I don't like to watch college baseball. I only like to watch professional sports. I don't like college football. I don't like college basketball. I don't like college baseball. I'll watch college softball. But if you like those things, watch it. Go ahead. I'm just not gonna. I don't really like to watch them. But people were not happy with that one.
I saw. And
really not happy.
I tuned into 2 out of the 3 games in the College World Series finals. And they both were just absolute blowouts. I had no dog in the fight. Like, I didn't give a shit who won, who lost. I've watched College World Series before, and they have been fun, but these were not fun. I didn't have a good time. I didn't have fun watching them. There was no moment where I'm like, okay, college baseball, awesome. Maybe I need to get into this more. And that's pretty much how I am about all college sports. College basketball, not so much. Being from Connecticut, men's and women's, obviously, big thing in my childhood growing up and stuff, but no college football team.
I mean, I've been to Ohio State games my whole life, and I'm just they're blowouts. Every game's a blowout. I'm not entertained.
Yeah.
And then someone replied, "Well, you watch a shitty professional baseball team." Yeah, and I tell you that it's bad. I don't say that it's fun to watch. I tell you I have a bad time watching it.
This is so true, though. Like, being from New England, college sports, unless it's truthfully like college hockey or college basketball, really not a thing. No, BC football every now and then is good. Every now and then, I emphasize that. UConn football, definitely not it. And what else? Like, Holy Cross football is pretty good this year, but they're like a D2 school who watches D2 football, truthfully. I only did because we have, like, a family friend on the team. And I watched 1 game. Like, don't really care.
But if you like to watch it, like, that's fine.
Like, just because we say that we don't like something or we're not interested in something does not mean that you need to all of a sudden not be interested in it either. You're allowed to, you're your own human, so are we. We're allowed to have differing opinions.
Don't like metal bats. That's where you lost me.
Like, it's not that.
And I think the SEC just annoys me in general. And I think that had to do with it too.
Yeah.
I'm just not really.
The whole LSU thing right now too, like Kim Mulkey was there.
And then they're milking the Joe Burrow national championship onto this one. No, you lost me.
Sickening. Does anyone care about Brown in New England? When I lived in Rhode Island 2 years ago, I lived right up the road from Brown. And that's all I know about it. I know it's an Ivy League. That's it. I don't know a single thing about any of their sports teams. And I know you have to be smart to go there. Truthfully, and I know where the gas station is next to campus. That's all I got for you. Mm-hmm. And when I say right up the road, like I could walk up the hill and I was on campus. So I got nothing for you. I'm not smart enough to know about the Ivy Leagues. There's a reason why I didn't go to one.
My last thing I have for us today, if swear to God, if Joe Ryan gives us a home run, I will pop a bottle of champagne because I want that bum team to lose so my bum team can make the playoffs. But my last thing I have for you, baseball. Baseball, there's a lot of different foods, okay?
Yep.
Kind of outrageous compared to the other sports.
Yes.
Did you watch the London game?
I did.
It's great. It was fine. I mean, baseball is baseball.
Cool.
But they had a pizza. They had a pizza there with hot dogs. I think it was more of like a sausage. They had sausage on the pizza and there was a mustard on top of it. Would you eat that?
Absolutely not.
No, I would. I'm a mustard fanatic. Have you seen the mustard TikToks? You haven't seen the mustard lady on TikToks?
No, I don't want to. Oh my God.
Well, there's a mustard diet that everybody's doing. And
I feel like those weird people that like eat mayonnaise out of the jar.
No, it's not a mayonnaise out of a jar thing. There's just a little cup of mustard and she's dipping a sausage into mustard, broccoli and mustard, carrot and mustard.
That's disgusting.
Yeah. You wouldn't even eat like a slice to try.
Okay, so when I tell you that I am a little bitch when it comes to trying new foods,
we're getting chicken tenders.
I don't like mustard on burgers. I like maybe like spicy mustard on like a kielbasa or something. That I don't really mind. But like yellow mustard on a pretzel or something, disgusting. Can't do it. Makes me gag.
So good. That's a great snack right there.
Nope. The first time I ever tried sushi, I truthfully almost projectile vomited.
No way.
So I like it now. I like sushi now, but it took me 24 years to actually give it a legitimate try.
Okay, we're gonna take the food thing one further.
I can't. Don't say it.
What do you think I'm going to say?
You're going to bring the crickets up again? I'm going to throw up.
I'm not going to bring up the crickets, but like I think we should try the crickets.
I can't. You can, and I will support you all the way. Hold your hand. I can't do it.
The next thing I have for you at Cleveland Guardians games, they have a slider dog. I've tried it. I went into it with a really bad attitude, like a negative outlook. I was like, I'm not going to like this. I think I need to retry it because everyone seems to really like it when they try it. Everyone says they enjoy it. Yeah, it's a hot dog with mac and cheese, bacon, and Fruit Loops on top of it. Would you try that one?
Yeah, that's not bad.
But the mustard is where we draw the line?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Just the taste.
Just the taste. Okay. Well,
I hate it.
You would eat the Fruit Loop hot dog over the mustard pizza.
Well, I like Fruit Loops. I like mac and cheese. I like hot dogs. Put them all together. I can't imagine it's going to be all that bad. I love bacon. Love bacon. Can't imagine it's going to be that bad. I mean, I'm sure it's probably not the most delicious thing in the entire world, but one bite, like, not going to kill me. One bite of mustard, though, will actually make me gag.
Put you in a grave.
Yeah. Mustard, mayonnaise, relish, like, strictly ketchup-only girl on my
all stuff. Those things are so delicious.
It's also, like, I have a big texture issue. But it's, like, I'm weird.
He hit another fucking home run.
Who did? Acuna? Yes. I should have just put him.
Oh my God, I've never seen something like this.
I should have just put him for all three.
Yeah, he might go again. I'm about to bet his next at bat. Here I go.
Do it.
Just a little $5.
I'm not gonna hurt anybody.
Okay, but anyways, guys, we're going to Seattle soon, and we're
gonna
try.
Have you ever been?
I've never been to Seattle.
Me either.
Never been to Seattle. I'm excited to go. I was already planning on going football season, but we'll just do a little test drive first.
It's gonna be this summer too. I feel like it's gonna be nice. I low key. Okay, so we need to add this to our itinerary if we have time. Go to the fish market and see if we can catch the fish. I'm sure that would be some pretty good content for us. So lots of exciting things. But yeah, Seattle. I've never been. And
I've never been. Everybody says it's a fun time.
Oh my God. Everybody I know that's ever been says it's such an amazing city. So it's always been high on my list of places to go. I've just never had a reason to go. So, but we'll be there. Can't wait.
We're going. MLB All-Star, Home Run Derby, all the things, all the sites. Hopefully there's some cool people from our teams there. Not looking very likely. But I'm excited to go.
We are going to be the ones that are going to represent.
Yeah, we're representing our teams.
Shout out to the Red Sox. I'll take care of you. Don't worry. That's all I got.
Yeah, that's all I got. We won't see you next Tuesday.
Everybody have a safe and happy 4th of July.
Yeah, be safe.
The following Tuesday, we're going to be in Seattle because it's the All-Star game itself. So won't see you then. So 2 weeks from now is our final summer show before football season.
It really gets down to it.
We're taking a couple weeks off for summer break at the end of July, and we'll be back late August, and we'll talk all things preseason, training camp. This is going to be fun.
Schedules, we'll get right down to it. We'll tell you everything that you don't want to know about your favorite team.
It's great. This is the time of year. This is it. So we'll see you guys in a couple weeks. And yeah, happy 4th of July.